Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about one illustration, even though it's three, but it's still just one. And we will talk about New Jersey, Kansas, and Louisiana, even though just one. I'm sure that's clear as mud, but it'll make sense here in a second. So, in New Jersey, Bound Brook Borough Council, the Democratic Party won a seat there. In Sedgwick County, Kansas, they are not going to have a renewed sales tax of 1%, something like that. And then in Caddo Parish in Louisiana, the Democratic Party won the sheriff's race there. Very, very different races all over the country, but they are tied together by one. In New Jersey, the Democratic Party won by a vote of 698 to 697. In Sedgwick County in Kansas, that vote was 473 to 472. In Louisiana, the Democratic Party won by a vote of 21,621 to 21,620. All three of these races, one vote. Literally one vote. Now, sure, odds are, I'm guessing there's going to be some recounts. But that's where it stands right now. A single vote. Man, the odds of that, huh? When we talk about voting on this channel, something that you hear often is that it is the least effective form of civic engagement. Okay? Because there are things that have a more direct impact in a lot of ways. There are a whole bunch of different forms of civic engagement. Voting is, generally speaking, the least effective as far as actually creating immediate change. The word is least. It's not not. For these races to be decided by a single vote, it kind of throws that whole thing out that, it doesn't matter, right? It is the least effective. Okay, you're not going to vote in like deep systemic change. That's not going to happen. But it can act as a safeguard, a hedge. Maybe it doesn't get as bad as quick, something like that. It's just one of those things, because I say that so often about voting. I think it's important to occasionally remind people that it is least effective. I never said that it's not effective. And sometimes it is a vote, a single vote that alters the outcome. Now, this doesn't happen often. Normally, you can't find three that occurring at the same time like that. But that just goes to show how polarized the U.S. is right now, and how turnout is what is going to decide 2024. It's going to be the deciding factor. It's always the deciding factor in a lot of ways, obviously. But this year, just like in 2022 and the times we've talked about it before, and probably to an even larger degree, the unlikely voter is going to decide this election. It's going to be the voter who doesn't always vote. It's going to be the voter who doesn't always show up. It's going to be demographics that are generally viewed as, well, they're not going to show up. They're going to be too busy on TikTok. They're going to decide the elections. And part of this is to remind people within those groups. And the other part is to remind the Democratic Party, you need them. You're going to need them. They will decide the next election. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.